Hello, everybody. Good evening from Frankfurt. Bonjour, Elisabeth. Merci beaucoup. Hello, Estelle. Oh, France is in the house. That's great. Hi, mein Schatz. Hello, my friends. My name is Angela, and I am the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a primary retailer for Dixievel over here in Frankfurt in Germany. Hi, Tinashe. If I pronounce any names wrong, please forgive me. To Zimbabwe. That's fantastic. Thank you for joining me here. So I'm a primary retailer for Dixievel over here in Frankfurt in Germany. And last week, we're actually painting around the house at the moment with Dixievel, as a lot of us people. Hi, Yolande. Hi, Holly. Hi, Roy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As a few of us are pretty much stuck around the house at the moment, so what else to do than making your home nice and beautiful and just like change a couple of things, which is the easiest way to do. So last week we started in the kitchen, in my kitchen actually. Hi, Amy. Hi, Tammy. In my kitchen actually, and this is my sample board. We started with the silk line, beautiful colors, Serenity, Tide Pool, White Cap. Those are the ones we used here, and we blended them a little together, which is absolutely gorgeous, but I am not this color type, so this is not gonna go into my kitchen. I'm sorry guys, that just doesn't work. I've had it finished, the door finished, and I thought I'm not going to have that. So if you don't like it, it's no problem. Hi, Milena. Hi, Ali. Hi, Leila. Thank you guys for joining me. So if you don't like it, you've painted it, just paint over it. So that's basically what I've done. I've already changed it on one door. I haven't got everything finished, especially when I go with wild colors like I'm doing now. I'm going to paint one or two doors. Hi, Becky. I'm going to paint one or two doors, and I'm going to put them in the kitchen where they belong to, and I'm going to watch that, hi Sonia, a couple of days, just to see if I really like it or not, because I don't want to have everything finished and then like, ooh, it's driving me crazy or something like that. So anyhow, those are beautiful colors. I have to make one change also, because last time, this is like one of those cheap kitchen cupboards from IKEA, which is like this laminated furniture. You can paint with the silk range right on top of it, but if it is a kitchen, I would suggest to put some slick stick underneath, because it's going to be heavily used and it's been taken, pretty easy off. So when you use on slick surfaces, use slick stick. And now I'm going to go for the chalk mineral paint range. So I've slick sticked it anyway. So slick stick is a very difficult word for a German person. So hi, Dixievel. I didn't see you earlier. So guys, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I will try to answer that straight away. And if I'm not doing it straight away, I will come in later to do that. So Instagram is here also. Thank you guys for joining me there. Okay, the colors I've chosen. My kitchen, I have a lot of blues, but my kitchen is going to go green, green like the greenery and stuff like that. Hi, April. Hi, Anja. Ach, Anja aus Frankfurt. Na, das ist ja schön. Kutsu is the middle color, which is like a nice bright green. Hi, Norma. I'm going to go for evergreen, which is like even a brighter green, a little darker. I'm going to darken it up this time probably with some colored green, and maybe holy guacamole is going to come in. It's going to be like a bit of a mixture, because I still want to use this transfer on especially the sunflowers from Iron Orchid Designs, which I think are absolutely gorgeous. So they're gonna go, it's like just like one over here, not like too much, just like one on the side there. So enough talking. Let's get going. I've brought some of my synthetic brushes with me. I have my Mr. bottle, which is like a painter secret, and I've got my baby wipes because everybody who's following me knows I am a messy painter. So cheers, coffee. I need my coffee in the evenings. Hi Nina, thank you for being with me. So yeah, and guys, and if you haven't done it yet, please come over to my page and leave me a like there. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'm trying to get a little better with my paint jars and not shaking them up but stirring them up, because there's just like too much of the paint in the lid, so it is always difficult to open. Just like this one. Got to be careful because I've broken a lid before it also, so which is a nice mess. I'm going to leave that for now. Open up the holy guacamole. Same thing. Okay, that's easier. Miss Muscle at work. So holy guacamole is yeah, it's just like the word says. Then we have kudzu, which is a middle green, pretty bright. We have evergreen, and when you work with those paints, the chalk mineral paints, they are VOC free, they're highly pigmented. So what you do, you mix them up nicely before you start painting with them. That's what you do. And this is the first coat now with my second color scheme, obviously. And again, firstly, hi Vicky, I'm firstly laying out my color scheme and see where I want to go. So, and there's one color missing. Where is it? There it is. I'm also going to go in this Rebel Yellow to brighten up some of the areas. So as I said, mix them up all nicely. And highly pigmented, VOC free, water-based. So that's the reason also I'm not worried about if I get them on my hands and stuff like that. I can wash that off easily. So, okay, try again if I can get that open now. Got it. Whew. So this is a bit of a dirty green, but this is lovely to darken some of the areas up. As I said, I'm opening up them first and mix them nicely so I can just like get going. So this, kudzu. All right. Beautiful colors, I think. Do you like greens? What are your favorite colors? So, Vicky, I've got to try Dixie also. I've been using Helden's because of the. Well, try it. You're really going to love it, Vicky. So, hello, Daniela. Hi, Grete. Oh, sweet. There's so many of my friends here. I love it. Guys, okay, let's get starting. I'm going to use my mini brush, which is, as you can see, heavily used, but I just love it. This is my favorite brush. And I'm first going to lay down a coat of my middle color, and I'm going to go from there. So the kudzu is my middle color, and I'm going to move the other paints into it at the end. This is the plan. This is the second door I'm doing now. The green is very special, I think. So you can see underneath there is slick stick now. You're probably with the greens, I've noticed, we're probably going to need about 3 coats at the end. But still, the coverage, as it is a white underneath, is pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. And this is one of the bottom doors. So the handle is going to be there. And I want to have one of those sunflowers just like up here. So you say with those chalk mineral paints, you always paint with the wood grain. As there's no wood grain on this one here, I'm painting it to sideways because I want to blend the colors that way in a minute. And as I said, this is just laying it down now. Then let's see where we go. And this is basically when you, I mean, obviously when you paint your kitchen in a white or in a nice neutral color, you probably don't need to do like a sample door and leave it in there for a couple of days, because I'm sure you will be fine. But when you go for a little more brighter colors and things like that, then Mary, that's kudzu at the moment from Dixie Belle. So this from the chalk mineral paint range. So this is what you could always do. Just paint 1 or 2 doors, put it in, and just like see how you like it, when you walk in there, when you work in there, and stuff like that. So can't really see, it's covered, but as I said, this is the first coat. It's going to be made neat. And on the second coat, everything. So I'm just going to move Instagram. I'm going to move you a little over there so that you can see. Hi, Sue. Thank you for joining me. Sue is on Instagram. So I always try, to go a little more with the elegant colors and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's just not me. I always have to have bright colors around me. April, yes, April, they are those pretty cheap cupboards from IKEA. It is nothing special. This is basically my first kitchen. It is, I don't know, 20 years old or something like that. Nothing special. This is this laminated furniture. So I primed it with Slick Stick, which is a bonding primer from Dixie Belle. So I've primed it with Slick Stick. So I'm going to come in on the top here with color green, I think, because I've already put my bottle into it. Oh, that's me. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be me if something like that wouldn't happen. So, and again, okay. Another mini brush. Going to dampen it up a little bit. I want to move the colors a bit into each other. And color greens, I'm just going to take a little for now. You don't need much paint with those. You're welcome, April. So. As I said, First laying the colors down and see where we go. I've noticed with the greens, you need 2 coats to cover it, even for the first coat, so to say, pretty much up. I'm gonna come in with my evergreen now, which is the bright green. Just to give it a bit of depth. And I don't want to have at the end like a blending, like a real ombre. I like to move the colors a little into each other. You can see this, like the coverage is not great at the first coat with this one, but that's no problem. See how we like the colors. When you move the colors into each other, the Mr. Bubble is your best friend. This is basically keeping the paint smooth so you can move it. And there's 2 coats of Slick Stick under here, so this is the look I think I want to go for. This is going to be blended a bit more into each other, but it's not going to be like a flat surface. A little bit more of the holy guacamole, the color greens up here. This is basically where the sunflower is going to go on top later on. And I'm just going to have a bit of just a tiny little bit of the, what's it, the rebel yellow, just a little bit. As I said, this is the area where the sunflower is going to go. I'm hardly touching the surface and I'm just like laying it down there at the moment. Just to brighten this area a little up. Evergreen. Keep it damp. So come in a little more with the evergreen on the bottom here. And the first coat always looks a mess. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just it. Just it. And when you come in with the second coat is basically then covering up nicely. And when you feel it's like too much of one color and you want to have a little bit more of the kudzu in, you just come back in with the kudzu a little bit. This is our kudzu brush. I think it was. You can either dampen your project or you just like spray your brush. have a bit of a shading, just like from top to bottom into the different greens. That's basically what I am thinking about. I don't want to have like a plain surface. And when I move it into each other, especially because it is everything still pretty wet, I hardly touch the surface. I'm just like feathering it over the other color. Going to have a bit more of the it looks pretty unfinished at the moment, but just want to have this a little bit of the rebel yellow a little more. And when you, as the sunflowers is a transfer, you can also paint over the transfer. But I'm just going to show you what my idea is. So basically, I'm just going to take that out so you can see. This is one of the new transfers by IOD. It is called Painterly Floral and Orchid Designs. It's in a new format basically, and it's like a book. You can open it up and you have like all the flowers and stuff like that in there. And there's like different sheets and different flowers. I'm just going to take one off so you can basically, when I put later on one on there, I'm just going to do that carefully. So you can just like see basically the idea behind it. So it is like the colors are going to blend in a little more with that sunflower up in the corner there. I'm going to decide if I put one there or if I put more there. This is going to be seen. So, but that's the color scheme I would like to go with. Hi, Linda. Ah, yes, Linda, it is a nightmare at the moment. Yes, I'm staying completely safe. So I'm working the whole time, so I'm not going out. So I'm perfectly safe. So what's the time? I'm going to dry that a bit and then we see if we can do a second coat on here. But I think I'm going to grab the other door because then this one can dry on its own, and I'm going to do the other door is already dried, and I can do the second coat on that one with you together. What do you think? Okay, hang on, I'm going to get it. So this is one of the top doors, pretty high one. Let's see if you can. And I haven't got all the greens in this one. This was the first coat. This is basically where I decided again I want to have more greens in there. And also with this one, the handle is at the bottom here. And I want to have some of the sunflowers on the top here. This is on the other side. It's like my kitchen has like two sides, and this is on the other side, this door. So let's get going with this one. Spray that a little bit. Again, I will start with my kudzu. Just laying that down. And I'm going to blend move the other colors into the kudzu. So. And now this is basically the 2.5 coat. This one is now, so to say. And that down. I'm going to move in sections, just so that the paint doesn't dry that quick. Keep it nice and damp. Come in from the outside, feather it a little in. And this is the Mister Bottle by Dixie Belle. It's a very fine mist, and it doesn't make drops or anything. Thank you, April. Annapolis. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for joining me. Yes, thank you. I love the greens also. I think green is for me perfect for the kitchen. So the temperatures have right dropped over here in Germany. So I have the heating on, so you can see that the paint dries very, very quick. And even when I move it in to each other like this, and even if I don't want to have like a perfect blend, I'm just feathering it in. I'm not, I'm hardly touching the surface. So I'm gonna come in with my colored greens. And this time the flower is gonna go on top here. Yeah, on top there. I wanna have like this little bit of a not so bright background, so to say. And I always take very little paint, so as the paint goes pretty far. The sunflowers, this is one of the new designs transfers by IOD, Iron Orchid Designs. So I carry them over here in Germany. And you have loads of retailers over there in the US and UK and stuff like that also. So, and that goes beautifully with the chalk mineral paints. Those colors come in with the kudzu. I have a little bit of the rebel yellow in there, just to those corners which are going to be around the sunflower later, just to shade it up a little bit. Just move it slightly in there. As I said, it looks a mess, but at the end, when everything's on there, it will pull it together. So I'm going I can go. It always depends what look you're going for. If you go for a perfect blend, this one I want to feather into each other. Come in from the outside here. So my kitchen is pretty small. So I just want to have like some highlight in there. I've been living in a plain white kitchen all my life, basically. So I want this now to be just like a Bowser. A bit crazy, but that's me. If you feel that the paint starts pulling, just dampen it down a bit. So, in with my evergreen a little from the side here to move it a little more into each other. I don't want to have like a perfect blend, but I don't want to have like hard edges, so to say. If you want to have it a bit smoother, even smoother like that, you can come in with a dry brush. What you can also do with a neutral brush like this. Yeah. You can feather that a little more, just to clean that up. Hardly touching the surface. This is basically just if you want to get rid of some of the, or make it a little smoother. It makes a huge difference when you have the heating on. It dries the paints really quick. But we have, luckily, the mister bottle to keep it moving. Time. Still got a little bit. So, gonna go a little further down now. It's my kudzu in the middle as a base, and move the other greens into it. And as I said, the water bottle is basically, the mister bottle is to keep the paint moving and smooth. Come in with my evergreen. And if you feel that your brush has picked up too much from the other colors, you can always clean it in between on a lint-free cloth. I'm always saying lint-free. Do as I say and not as I do. I always have to check that my kitty hasn't laid on there, so she quite likes to do that. It wouldn't be the first time I have cat hairs all over my project. So, and the darker color I basically just want to have in that area where the sunflower is going. I'm going to need a lot of water tonight. As I said, the drying time of those paints always depends on on room temperature, humidity, and stuff like that. So as I have already the heating on, you can see that the paint really dries very, very quick. So that's the reason I have my mister bottle. You can either mist your project or you go and mist your brush also. It's basically the same effect. And then basically just move it to where you want to have it. If you want to have it a bit brighter with the evergreen, you pick up a little more of the evergreen, pull it more in. And I'm pulling it like this because I don't want to have like a complete smooth ombre effect at the end. I want to have it a bit of a feathered in, a little bit of kudzu in the middle, as I want to have now move the rebel yellow in the middle also. Is the just like a very bright yellow, just like brightening up the greens a little. And now I'm gonna come in with my, making it a little damper, just to move it right over the middle here. Do the same with the evergreen. As I said, I'm hardly touching the surface. I just want to move those greens a little into each other so that they are slightly blended and have a little bit of shading and interest. Yes. That's getting close. I'm going to come in with my neutral brush. Let's see what she does. And as I said, the neutral brush is basically softening the edges. And with this one also, I'm not touching or hardly touching the surface. The paint starts pulling. Clean it off in between because you can see it picks up the paint, and so you drag it then over to the other sides. Just not too bad. Just going to feather that in again. Let's have with my trouser tonight. This gives it a bit of the jungle greenery look that I want to have for my kitchen. So, and this is going to be smoothed down later on also with some wax. So this is going to be going to look a little smoother. A jewelry box, that's pretty. Hi Michelle, yes. Lid free kitty hair. So let's see. I'm gonna come in. I want to have a little bit of the dark one of the down here. This is where the handle is gonna go. I don't want to have it just like plain. So that's the whole idea of it. Kudzu. And all those greens, they go so pretty with each other. green. Also on the bottom here. You see that? Are you with me on the bottom? I've got frog fingers. Hang on. There she is, the kitty. I'm just going to bring it down so you can see a little better what I'm doing at the bottom here. Hang on. Good. And here also, just like hardly touching the surface and moving it into each other. Going right across here. So I just want to basically break up, all those greens. Give it a bit of a shading in here. And when you move paints into each other, it doesn't matter if you do blending or if you do something like I'm doing now, feathering into each other. The main thing is keeping the paint moving with your mister bottle, and basically whatever brush you're using, you're hardly touching the surface. I always say it's like a butterfly kiss. You have to imagine it like being like a butterfly kiss, and then you're good to go. And depending which direction I'm brushing, now I'm feathering it out here. You can see it's like the dark is moving over here. If I would do it the other way, you can see it's like the lighter color is moving over there. So I can go up and down, feather it out. Get it a bit cloudy, which is perfectly fine for what I have envisioned with this type of look. Yep. If you feel you want to have another color coming in there, can do that also. But I am quite happy with this, because this is going to be perfect for the look I'm going for. So, nice. Moving this one a little more in. That's it. So now there's going to go, this is not going to be done tonight, obviously, but on this one, I'm going to push it up a bit. That you can see a little more. Doesn't want to. Hang on. I'll drop everything. So, thank you, Tinashi. Hi, Amy. Thank you. Yes, I've seen Amy is doing a kitchen in a beautiful black, which is absolutely gorgeous. But I think black is going to be just too dark for my kitchen. So I'm gonna go. I'm going wild. I'm going wild this time. But as I said, I'm going to make 2 doors. I'm going to put 2 doors in my kitchen for now, and just leave it in there for a couple of days. So when I get up in the mornings and walk in there, or have to cook there in the evenings and stuff like that, just to see how I feel in there before I have everything made, and then I'm like just going crazy. So, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like it. It's a bit shimmery. Now you can see a little better. That's you can see how it's like feathered, feathered in there. I don't want to have like this complete blended look. I want to have it a bit more, a bit more, how would you say that? A little bit more lively, so to say. That's what I have envisioned with that. Okay. I think I've used up your time enough. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I thank you so much that you've been with me. And my name is Angela. I am the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a premier retailer for Dixie Bell over here in Frankfurt in Germany. And as I said, this is painting around the house with Dixie Bell. If you are stuck at home, there's loads of things you can change, you can do. As I said, this is like a very old kitchen, and it's about time, and I messed myself up, and it's about time it's being redone. So why don't you just do that? Instead of buying something new, you can do that also. Guys, if you want to shop the products, go to the Big Dixie Bell page and check for your local retailer over here in Europe. If you haven't got one, I can help you also. Or I can help you find one. If you're not sure, just contact me. I'd be very happy to help you out. Apart from that, please pop over to my page, leave me a like there. That's very important for me also. And if you want to, you can sprinkle this video. Have I missed anything? I don't think so. Guys, you take care. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching from. It is almost 10 p.m. over here. So Dankeschön, Victoria. Guys, I see you next Tuesday. Tomorrow you can catch me at the Woody Band page, and on Thursday I will also have a German live on, so I'll be happy when you join me there also. Guys, you take care, and I'll see you hopefully next week if I don't see you tomorrow on Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.